think so.
Evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of the TDD show. And we have tonight George from GM Joinery, Mr. Hiya himself.
Hiya.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, mate. Sorry that I'm late. Just did a bit of running around and stuff today, but yeah, all good, mate. How's things with you?
Yes, not bad, mate. Just very, very busy. I'm bloody knackered now because it's been one of those days, as you know. You run around like a blue-ass chicken.
Oh, mate.
Chasing your ass everywhere.
Yeah.
How about yourself, though, mate? You keeping well?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, generally in a good place at the minute. Enjoying life. Home life's good. Work life's good. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it all to go wrong.
Don't wish it too soon, mate. You've got to try and make the most of it while it's there.
That's it, mate. That's it. What about you?
Mate. Yeah, so like ourselves, mate, I said we're proper busy at the minute. We've got so many jobs on at the go at the minute. I said I'm trying to organise everything, where the lads are, what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're currently doing a new dental surgery.
I think I've seen that on the stories, and that looks all right.
A whole renovation and an extension.
Nice.
So we're doing that. So just bashing out. Oh, even
Plenty.
Rob.
Robbo.
He was going to say Rob was our last week's guest. He was quality. Love Rob.
Brilliant.
Stuff he does is amazing.
Brilliant bloke.
Yeah, top lad.
Yeah.
But yes, mate. As I was saying, yeah. So we're just doing renovation and extension, and then we've got. I think we've already done about 10 jobs already this year.
Good 10 jobs. We're in February, mate.
Mate, honestly, it's mad. So what are you on at the minute, bud?
This week, mate, I'm back with Dean Saxton.
I saw that in your stories, actually. How's that going?
Yeah, obviously I was there yesterday. I've been there today, enjoying it. I always enjoy it with Dean and Andy, always.
Yeah.
But last week and last month and stuff, I've been bitting and bobbing. I say bitting and bobbing, very busy. I've got all my own work coming in thick and fast as well, and it's nice. It's nice to handle, but at the same time, like I'm just biting off what I can chew. Do you know what I mean?
Just you've got to think about it logically, haven't you?
That's it. Nice steady work coming in. Yeah, I can't grumble at all, mate. It's all been like nice work as well, like doors, floors, kitchens, all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't it, then?
Yeah, nice work.
How long have you known Dean for then?
Known Dean about 5 years now, mate.
Because you've done a lot of work together, haven't you?
Yeah. I've known him about 5 years now. Met him playing football, and struck it off straight away. We're really good mates. And then he said, "I'm setting up on my own. Do you want to like come with me?" kind of thing. I was like, "Yeah, defo. Why not?" And now we're here.
Now you're here. So did you play football together then, did you, or against each other?
Yeah, together, yeah.
What position did you play then, mate?
Back in the day, I was a striker. Yeah, and then as I went back into it, obviously I was a bit older, so I just got put at left back. All the shit players get put at left back, don't they?
The versatile left back.
That's it.
Former striker.
That's it. But do you know what? Really enjoyed it. But then obviously it comes to a point. Obviously, Kirsty, my wife, fell pregnant, and then kept getting injuries and stuff like that. And it just comes to a point where it's just like, I need to knock it on the head now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's difficult. So, how old are you now, mate?
I'm 32, so it's still quite young, but like, but you can feel it. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Alex
loves playing with balls.
Yeah,
you can't complain there. Tickle. So, mate, I want to ask you a couple of questions that we just want to get answers out of you, buddy, just to see on your behalf. So, where do you see yourself, or where's your aim to get in the next 5 years? You got any goals or anything like that you want to try and achieve?
Do you know what, mate? I'm not going to say not really, but want to keep carry on doing what I'm doing. Obviously, I want to keep improving. I want to get more confidence. I want to. I just want to be happy, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got a little family to think about as well. I'm just like I said to you earlier. I'm just genuinely enjoying what I'm doing. So I'm just going to see where this takes me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's all about happiness, mate. That's all you want.
Yeah. I mean, like I earn good money. I live in a nice house. I've got all my own assets, everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean?
That's all you want, isn't it? If you've got that, it's you've got your reward in your house and your family, haven't you?
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Like, if push comes to shove, obviously, I'm only a sole trader at the moment, and that's how I like it. But who knows?
Yeah.
Things in a couple of years could change. I could get bigger. I could. You know what I mean? Anything could happen. So,
Mate, yeah, it's like you never know. Anything can come around that corner and it takes you by surprise, and then all of a sudden you go one way or another.
That's it. But at the same time, I'm not forcing myself into anything. I'm not pushing anything. If things going to happen, then it'll happen in time, won't it? And then it'll happen naturally. Do you know what I mean? So
usually the best things that happen come naturally, not trying to force stuff. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So like I said, like for ourselves, we got I've got so many ambitions with the company that I'm just too much of a workaholic. But before I got to where I am now, I wasn't doing things logically. I was doing things wrong because you're not taught how to do certain business things, and that, are you?
That's it. And that's another thing as well. It's like there's so much other than like knowing the trade that you're in. There's so much more that goes into it. Like even now, I struggle with like even tax and all of it, like or just basic stuff really. But it's stuff that we don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's all fear of the unknown and getting dropped in at the deep end, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're all worried about. We're all worried about getting dropped a load of shit on us, basically. We're worrying about that. We're worrying about the tax because we're not taught about it. You're not sure about it. You're always worrying about if you're pricing up a job correctly or not.
Yeah, exactly. Like even when you think, oh yeah, I can price that right, I think I've got it right in my head, but then it's like it's not. Do you know what I mean? I just think that I just think it's one of the things that's always going to change, isn't it? It's always going to like I don't think anyone's ever going to get it right because there's always going to be something or even it could go the other way. You might end up pricing it wrong, but for more money. Do you know what I mean? So it could even go the other way. But to get it spot on, I think I don't think anyone will ever get it right, will they? Do you know what I mean? It's just the nature of the business, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Especially these days, mate, because all the inflation of material prices and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
what a pain in the arse.
Dreadful, mate.
So what? Obviously, you're doing a lot of social media, mate. So can you just inform people if they don't know what social media are on? Because you're main on Instagram, aren't you?
Yeah, Instagram. Instagram's like my serious one, online business card.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when say if people ring me up or I go to someone's house to look at a kitchen or whatever, I just say, look on my Instagram page. There's loads of stuff on there. You can see what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
But as well as like, the likes of you and other people that I've met on there. It's a good platform, good network. And I like to have I like to have a laugh on there as well. And it's like, I try not to take it too seriously, but at the same time, how do I put it? But at the same time, it's still a work tool. Do you know what I mean?
You're borderline professional / trying to have a laugh.
Yeah. I try not to take life too seriously. So the page is about me, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. It's about you and your journey and your work, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And not just that as well. There's like, I get inspiration off there as well from other carpenters and builders. Do you know what I mean? I see other people.
So who do you mainly follow then, mate? Is there someone that inspired you to get into the social media thing?
There's loads. There's absolutely loads. I've also made really, really good friends with, but there's loads. Obviously, you've got the Alex Ariok. You got Carpenter by Sam.
The Viking.
Yeah, legend. Then I've like loads of like friends, like people like, have you heard of Don Megginton? People like him, just lovely lad, really good, like really like watching his stuff as well. Quite good friends with him as well. Just loads of people like that. Do you know what I mean? Like-minded people. And it's just nice to see other people turning out nice work. And obviously that's what inspires me. like, if I see someone that does like a bit of work, I'm like, that looks fucking sick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I like. That's what
You
I
do,
like.
mate.
That's what I like doing. I prefer to like scroll through Instagram at night rather than watching telly, mate. I don't even watch telly. I just go on
100%,
Instagram.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's real. So
it's also you're training yourself. You're seeing how other people are doing things. You're adding that to the way you work to suit you as well, because it's more efficient then.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all taught by different people, aren't we?
That's it. I mean, I've picked up so much like little things on Instagram that's made my life easier. Whereas if I wasn't on Instagram and didn't follow these people, I'd still be doing it the long way that I used to know. Do you know what I mean? Like little tips and stuff.
Habit, don't you?
Like one of them is like, why didn't I think of that before? Do you know what I mean? Like little things that other people do that you see, it's like just makes your life so much easier. You know what I mean?
Always like simple little fucking things as well, aren't they? You're thinking, why don't I think of that before?
Yeah, exactly. So simple but so effective. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Mate,
but yeah.
So I'll say you've been doing quite a bit of Howden stuff, haven't you? So obviously the kitchens and door fittings and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you get anywhere else with the what's it called? The what Howdens do? You know, when you buy the rooster.
I'll spin the rooster.
How do you spin the rooster go?
Brilliant. Apparently, like someone told me that it was accidentally rigged this year, where you couldn't. So someone set the thing so you couldn't lose. so anytime you go on it, you just won. So even if it was just a coffee or a sausage roll from Greg's, like you won either way. So I think a few people like
pay rise.
Yeah, I think a few people who also follow Instagram like won a couple of impact drivers, won a couple of nights where it was a win-win situation. All you had to do was buy something, and then you use the wheel into spin the rooster. And someone who set it up messed up because obviously they set it so no one could lose. So all the prizes, they had to finish it early because all the prizes got won straight away.
Brilliant.
yeah. So I was pretty sad to see that. I was pretty sad to see that go.
I didn't know about it. I saw you do it.
Howden's like I've got a good relationship with them. Like I can go in there and I'll just get good prices. And sometimes, like when I'm working on my own, it's just nice to nip in, get a bit of skirting or a bit of archery, have a quick coffee. Just breaks the day up. You know what I mean? So
100%, mate. So what tool brand are you then, mate? People like to know what's your brand of tools.
Do you know what, mate? Before I say I'm not against any, because I used to have Makita, right? And they were brilliant. They were a brilliant set of tools, absolutely brilliant. The plunge saw was good. So all the kit, it was just decent stuff. Do you know what I mean?
You usually pick up how you started, don't you? If you've got one or two tools, you just keep going that way.
That's it. And I'd add everything Makita, even like the little thing that you plug a battery in and the phone lead, even little accessories. I had everything Makita. But I switched over to the dark side, DeWalt, and it was simply because I wanted a change. And they brought out the FlexiVolt battery, and I was like, that's the one. I want that.
Mate, exact same as me, that is.
But now I do sort of regret moving over. The DeWalt stuff is really good, don't get me wrong, but some of the Makita stuff is better. But then DeWalt have got better stuff than Makita. You're just never going to win. It's you can't have. I mean, the Makita plunge saw I had was spot on. Absolutely loved it. It was a corded one, so it was old, but it was such a good saw. Whereas this DeWalt one, it's good in that, right? But I just get the impression it's not that precise. You know, that half mil. It's just not. It's just precise. So I'm looking to get rid of it if anyone wants to buy
it. So on tonight's show, we have George's plunge saw for sale. Message him and buy it now.
That's it. Yeah.
So,
but all in all, they're good tools. You can't. There's no winner. There's no winner. DeWalt Makita, and I think what it goes down to the person using it at the end of the day, doesn't it? They all do the same thing, don't they? So
exactly, mate. I've done the same thing as you, mate. I like the FlexiVolt batteries. So I thought I'm going to invest in some of these. Plus, at the time when I was getting some bits and bobs, there's certain tools that were slightly different than Makita weren't doing. So I thought I'm going to invest in this. But like one of the lads at work, Parker, he likes to call, because he's a Makita man. Anyone that's got DeWalt, he likes to call it Disney.
Yeah. I think
But
Danny Madden. I think
it's like two
Danny
of us.
Madden.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like two of
Danny
us have
Madden
got
put
Keita, two of us got DeWalt, and there's always the banter going back and forth of you've got
Team
Disney.
Yellow versus Team Blue.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny Madden put something on his stories. He had a chippy working with him, and he had all DeWalt stuff, and he was taking the piss out of it all. But like, I thought it was funny. I've got all the same tools. I've got all the same tools as that lad's got, and Danny was there taking the piss out of it. I thought it was brilliant, good banter. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't it? That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's the thing with construction. It's all light-hearted. You know what I mean? You can't take offence to something.
That's it. But you do get some of these people online that, like, I've not had any yet, but say for example, I think it was Alex or someone, or it might have been Chris from Burwood Build, like put something on of his DeWalt drill or something, and someone really gave him some shit for it. It's like, have you got the energy to give someone shit over a brand of tool? Do you know what I mean? Like,
you must have seriously nothing else better to do.
Exactly, get a life. You know what I mean?
You need to sort it out, please, mate.
Yeah.
But we want to know, mate, some juicy goss from you. So we want to know, what is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you on site or someone you've been working with?
It's the funniest thing that ever happened to me.
I know you're a little prankster. I see you doing your little scare videos now.
Yeah. Like, I think I've got the video actually. The electrician that works with us now, Ash, Mill Park Electrical, like, we worked on site together back like years ago. I worked for a joinery company. He worked for the electrical company. That's how we know each other. We're mates. We used to like take the piss out of each other, do pranks with each other all the time. Anyway, I went to the toilet, and it was one of them ones where you can turn the lock and open it.
Oh yeah.
he got his phone out, or got someone else to film it, and there was obviously these fire extinguishers everywhere, ones that are getting thrown away. So anyway, people were grabbing them and messing about with them. They opened the door while I was sat down having one of them ones, right? I could hear them outside, so I sort of pulled myself up because I was expecting something, right? Open the door, straight into the cubicle, and there was smoke everywhere. Then they closed the door and locked it again.
Did they? What was it? Was it foam or powder?
Foam, powder, I think it was. But yeah, it's all smoke. It's all like like smoke kind of thing. But like it was. I found it funny, and it happened, and the prank was on me. Do you know what I mean? And it was funny.
It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Mate, if you can find that video, try and get it up tomorrow and tag the show on it, so anyone that's watching the show can watch it.
I will do. It's on my personal Instagram account, so I'll try and scroll through and find it, and I'll save it and I'll put it on.
Oh mate, that'd be brilliant. I want to see that. So have you got any advice for any youngsters or any new people that are thinking to start their own business within construction or anything like that?
Yeah, I suppose I do sort of fall into that bracket a little bit of like new people starting businesses, right? The only thing I can probably say is just take your time.
Yeah,
that's it. That's just take your time, because like we spoke earlier, like, things will happen naturally, won't it? And take your time and it will just come. Simple as that, really. And obviously, make sure that you perfect your trade, and do you know what I mean? Before you, do you know what I mean? So that's
it's confidence as well, mate. You need to get your confidence level up, and that's when your experience within the trade comes through, because you're not worried so much. Because I know when I first started, I'll go to first couple of jobs, whatever, and I'm overthinking things because I wasn't fully confident. Because I used to work with the old man quite a lot. So I was working with him. Is that reassurance having someone to ask, to say, can you just check it right?
Definitely.
When you do your own stuff, it's like, you've got to know it's all right. So it's just getting that confidence through it. And then once that comes through, you can reassure yourself you're doing it correctly, and you go from there then.
Definitely. I mean, obviously you're always going to have that little bit of anxiety, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, because when someone's putting their trust in you and paying you to do a job that they want, then you're going to have that. And sometimes, like, when I'm at home in the evening and, like, say I've done a job or whatever, and the client messages, I'm not quite happy with this, like, my heart sinks. I mean, it's not negative thing. Do you know what I mean? It's just, they're paying, but your heart sinks, and it's just like, I think that's another thing as well. You like another thing to learn is not to take stuff to heart. Because
yeah, it's hard though, mate.
Yeah,
because like me and you are very similar. We've got a conscience and we care.
That's it. That's it. Because you care. That's yeah.
I said, like you said, so you come through and you think, oh fuck, and then you're like, you overthinking everything. Then you're panicking. You think, oh, I need to sort this out. What can I do? And you're like faffing, then, aren't you?
Yeah, and then before you know it, it's 12 o'clock. You're in bed and you can't sleep. Do you know what I mean? And it's over the slightest thing, and it's like, but it's natural. Again, it's natural, isn't it? It's only because we're human, we care. So
that's it. Yeah, it's just learning that fine balance between trying to not let it get to you. Because if you're going in the next day and you're knackered because you had no sleep, you're going to be more irate, you're going to be more stressed, and you're probably not going to do it as good as you would do.
That's exactly. But again, like, say if someone messages you, I'm not quite. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's just because it's just a little tweak. But to me and you, it's massive because it needs to be perfect. So,
yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you can always take it as a learning experience. Take someone else's advice or someone else's information. Try and take it and learn. So you try and adapt for the next time. Then.
And that's another thing as well. Do you know as well, like customer facing and dealing with things like that. We don't get taught that, do we? We have to deal with that ourselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You go to college and that. You get taught in a nice room where everything's perfect. You build your little things, and then you're off then, and that's it. You've gone back home. But as soon as you go into site or into customer's house, domestically or commercially, completely different. You're not taught how to talk to people, how to take information in.
Exactly.
All these little things you basically learn within time, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But you can say it comes with experience.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because again, it's like carpentry, construction. Like really, it is dealing with. You are dealing with clients. So really, you are selling yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're like a salesman. You're selling your product, basically.
And obviously, how do I put this? Like, the saying like the customer's always right. Well, really they are, even though some of them can be complete twats. Right?
Yeah, you do get it.
They are, and you've got. I'm trying my hardest to get it in me because Dean Saxton's really good at it. Do you know, like when you get like another client?
Yeah, I can see you've got one on your head now that you think of.
Yeah, and like he said like you're doing it wrong, but I know I'm doing it right, so you've got to do it the wrong way to suit them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because they're right.
They're right.
Yeah.
It's annoying because you know you're fucking right.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, exactly. What you on about here, man? I'm right here. It should be the other way around.
Yeah, exactly.
So, have you had any bad experiences like that, then, mate, within the construction?
In what manner?
As in bad customers that you've dealt with yourself.
Not had bad customers, but like. So I got put off when Mrs. came in the room.
She's not a bad customer.
Well, she is.
Yeah.
No, I've had like a few where it started out dead nice and then it all just goes a bit sour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've had a few of them. Again, for no particular reason. But again, it's another one of things you've got to learn to deal with, isn't it? Then the end of the day, it's like, you know.
Do you think that was because of any additional work or anything like that, or money that was not expected and stuff like that?
No, it was just like just over silly things, really. Just like they said they wanted this, and then they wanted that, and then it just escalated, and then it just went a bit sour. Do you know what I mean? Just a few little bad experiences like that.
Yeah,
but not many.
I said, from my experience, I've found you do a set job. So like now I do contracts, right? It says exactly in the contract what we're doing. All right. Anything else is an additional work.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So then when we talk about it, when people say, can you do these additional works? Yeah, that's fine. We're doing blah, 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 blah. When we invoice from whatever, it's like, well, I didn't expect that.
Exactly. All needs to be written down. Email it all down, send it over email, boom, then it's done then, isn't it? That's record everything, black and white. It's there in black and white, mate. Simple as that.
That's it. You got to, unfortunately these days you've got to cover your ass at all angles because
definitely
there's always going to be one of those prats that just try and just be one of those annoying customers. You know, some people have the name of bad builders, the program of bad builders and stuff. There's not programs about bad customers, is there?
Exactly. Well, exactly. It goes both ways, doesn't it? I do understand. Obviously, I do understand where you do get some dodgy builders in that rip people off. I completely get that. But then obviously it does go the other way as well. If you've been scarred for another builder, don't fucking punish me or you for it. Yeah.
100%, mate. So you obviously we'll couple more questions, mate. We'll wrap it up because I know you want to watch the United lose.
Do you know the score? Do you know what the score is?
Nah.
We kicked off at 8, didn't they? West Ham tonight.
0-0 it is. 0-0.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Have you been a United fan your whole life?
All my life, yeah. That's why I'm called George. I was named after George Best.
Was you?
I like that. My mum was a big United fan, and that was her era growing up.
George Best.
Yeah. So that's why I was called George.
I said you could be named after some worse players, mate, but that's a decent player.
Yeah. Bit of a only legends are called George. You know what I
mean? You're only saying. Where you based, mate? You're Nottingham, mate, isn't it?
Nottingham, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. You've been up there the whole time as well?
Moved to Nottingham when I was 8 or 9. So and now I'm 32. So all my life, really. I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
This is my home. I love it. I love Nottingham. I love living here. It's I personally think it's quite a nice part of the country.
So you're busy. Do you find there's a lot of work going around in Nottingham then?
Yeah, loads.
It's everywhere at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's the same everywhere, isn't it? You know, like you said, like no matter where you go, I think there's always going to be it's just busy everywhere, isn't it? It's just where the economy is, isn't it, at the minute, like which you know.
Oh no, it's proper busy at the minute, mate. So we've got so much on at the minute, just trying to get it all done in one hit. Do you know what I mean? It's I say today I'm gonna put up a video at some point when I get a bloody chance. We done a concrete shoot, okay, that we made up. We had 10 tons to do. We done it in 15 minutes.
So what's that, concrete shoot?
A concrete shoot, yeah. So we had some 8x2 left over. Basically screwed it up, put some DPM in it, and the concrete wagon come up, poured it straight down the chute. 15 minutes, the whole footings of the extension.
Oh, sorry, shoot, right? Yeah, got you.
Yeah,
quality. Yeah,
mate.
quality.
So do you know what I mean? If you're doing that by wheelbarrow, because where it was, it's a pain in the ass access. Now it would have taken us half a day.
Yeah.
So I've done a video today to try and show people. Cost us 80 quid to set up, mate.
Is that cheaper than getting a pump as well?
Yeah, pump's 500 quid for us minimum.
Yeah, makes sense then, doesn't it?
Yeah, 500 quid for a pump, all right, and that's however long you need it for. Yeah. Where we spent 80 quid, 15 minutes. No one's backs were breaking.
Sad.
No one was sweating the bollocks off.
And then he's still got then he's still got the materials to make something else out of later if you need it.
Mate. Precisely. Basically, all to do is rip off the DPM, job done. Still got the 8x2s to use for somewhere else.
Sweet, mate.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
yeah.
Have you got any good little tips that you've done that you could advise anyone on?
Little tips. I don't know actually. I know you put me on the spot. Do you know like, at the end of the conversation, I'd be like, I should have said that.
Yeah.
But I can't think of any. Like Dean's got loads of good little tips. In fact, one little tip that is really good. I know it's basic, right? But sometimes I do a bit of mixing up for Dean when he's laying bricks or whatever.
Yeah.
To get a nice consistent colour mix, get a bucket and just do a bucket load and just smooth it, and then you get a nice consistent colour of mortar.
Yeah.
That's a little tip, isn't it? If you're mixing cement.
It is, but yeah, because like I said, every time you do a shovel, each shovel is slightly different.
That's it. So at least you know to the brim in the mixer, and you get the right colour cement every time. That's a good little tip, isn't it? It's not a carpentry tip. It's a bricklaying tip, but you know we'll have that one.
Oh yeah, I love bricklaying videos. Like I said, I've been watching Mahoney. I've been watching Mahoney Brickworks quite a lot. Oh mate, what's that? Alistair here saying always use CVIs on site and get client signed. Yeah, 100% agree with that, Alistair. That's basically just ensure they're up to date. They know of what the costs are. It's got it signed. You've got no problems there. That's why I always do the contracts myself, because for those problems, you need to be doing big projects and that. It's there's no other way to do it, because
Definitely.
like I said earlier, you always get those problems, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Some people can seem nice to your face, mate, can't they? But then behind your back,
yeah, that's it. Like again, like Dean, I say Dean. It's not my client. It was Dean's client. He had one, and I felt like going down there and breaking his nose, because he was like dead nice to your face, and then like when he came away from the job with like smarmy text messages.
Behind your back, sneaky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why? Well, you talk face to face about stuff. That's what I don't understand. It's got always be all these people now are just little keyboard warriors on everything. It's gone away. Obviously, the social stuff is good in some sense, but in the other sense, the keyboard warriors, it's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, mate.
But Sam, mate, great to have you on tonight, mate. I'll let you get on to watch the United game. I'll message you when they lose.
What's
one prediction before you go, mate? Who's going to win the league?
I think it's going to be Manchester City.
Right, I'm just going to hang up now, right?
You are? No, I think. Are you an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah.
Do you know what? I'd love it if Arsenal won the league, because there's a mutual respect there between, in my opinion, between United and Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? There's like if Arsenal win it, sound right. Obviously, I think you can say United are in the title race. I think they are.
Yeah.
But I just think, don't take this the wrong way, I just think Arsenal will flop it. I really do. And I just think they'll probably have.
To be fair, mate,
they'll probably have a couple of shit draws and a couple of shit losses, and they'll come down. And then City will just go boom like they always do. I hate them, mate.
The end of the season, they just fucking keep going up, don't they?
They just pip it at the end of the season. I hate them. Mate.
Dirty bastards. Right, mate. You take care.
Bless you.
If anyone wants to see George's work, hit him up on Instagram, GM Joinery.
I do a little bit of TikTok as well, a little bit.
Yeah.
I just really use TikTok to recycle my Instagram videos, but it's a bit of fun, the TikTok one. So it's exactly the same GM Joinery, but it's on TikTok. So I'm on that one as well. So
you've got to, mate. Like I said, I found with doing the social stuff. What's this here? That's you there, George, isn't it?
It was similar to that. I'll definitely
George's going to find the video and he'll put it up tomorrow so you can see the real version.
I will find it. I'll find it and I'll put it on and I'll tag you in it, mate. Definitely.
Legend. Perfect, mate. You take care, buddy, and we will speak.
Thanks for having me on, mate. Sorry that I was late, but next time I come on, I'll get it properly planned in and we'll have a proper chat next time.
That's fine, man. I said hopefully soon we'll actually meet up in person.
Yeah, that'd be lovely, mate.
Couple of drinks and some dinner or something.
That'd be lovely. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on with any of this building careers live stuff, but hopefully something like that are going to be sound, won't it?
Yes, 100%, mate. I said
Fingers
hopefully.
Crossed.
Yeah, I think Tony's got some good things lined up and stuff. Hopefully soon at some point I'm going to pop down and see him again, because he's Tony's top bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, lovely, isn't he?
Yeah, sound, mate.
Top
bloke. Anyway, I'll leave you to it, mate, and we will end the TDD show there. Don't forget to join in next week. We will announce the guest following Monday. Well, week coming Monday, and we'll go from there, mate. So we will see you soon. Take care. Thanks everyone for watching.
Bless you, mate. Have a good one, Tony. Nice to see you,
mate. Cheers, dude.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Shut up.